So hello guys. So that is what's happening here. Hello guys. So we will be talking about WWE NXT Roadblock 2025. This is going to be the last sort of I can't really call it a PL a premium live streaming event because it's not really a pay-per-view, like a sort of an event per se, because it is on Tuesday, and usually the main sort of PLE entertainment, like sort of those are sort of usually on Saturdays or Sundays. So I'm gonna be going over on who I think will win and what will happen and stuff like that. So we'll go from the very bottom, since so we've got this one's not really my cup of tea, to be fair. Javon Evans versus Ethan Page. I personally don't like non-championship matches, really. Like, I don't mind them for like the story and stuff, but when it comes to like on PLE, really, like I just, or like when there's events, when there's loads of championships on the line, I just not so keen on. So I think that Ethan Page will win. There's quite a possibility that he ends up winning by interference. Somebody interferes and helps him and stuff like that, maybe. But then Javon Evans could win. So it's 50-50%, I'd say. So 50 Ethan, 50 Javon Evans. We also have Jordan Grace versus Roxanne Perez. We already know that Jordan Grace is going to win. This is like, you know what I mean? They're not going to make her come to NXT only for her to lose. And Roxanne Perez is kind of heading towards the main roster. I kind of wish, though, that Roxanne Perez, just before she leaves, becomes the NXT North American Championship. I mean, she's a prodigy, or at least that's what she says, but in theory, for her to be a prodigy, she needs to win the NXT North American Champion. To become like a prodigy, I would say, because winning the NXT Championship twice is good, but you know what I mean, she hasn't won everything in NXT. So that's all I say for that one. We already know Jordan Grace is going to win. We got TNA Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys, versus NXT Champions, Fraxium. So basically, the Hardy Boys defends their titles against NXT champions. It's a shame that the NXT championships are not on the line. It would be quite good, because you wouldn't even know who's going to win. Especially since if they're both on the line, then, you know what I mean, one team is going away with two titles. So this one, I think Fraxium's saying they're the best tag team in the world. So there could be a possibility where they actually win the championships, which indicates they are the best tag team in the world. If they do, it'll be the very first TNA champions in history to become a WWE. So there's a possibility that Fraxium could win. There's a possibility that Hardy Boys will retain. If Fraxium wins, then there's a possibility that we might have a new NXT champion. Moose might wins it, because surely they can't be like, oh, we'll lose the TNA championships to WWE. We can't. They'll have to make it even. You know what I mean? So I think the Hardy Boys will retain. I just got a feeling, though. This one is one of those I just don't know who's gonna win. Then we got NXT champion Oba Femi versus Moose for so this is for the NXT championship. It was for both championships, but now they've changed it, and last it is for the NXT championship. So in theory, if Moose wins, it would be a very good thing for TNA for their partnership with WWE, they would have benefited more than WWE has, and they would have their partnership would have been better than AEW when they like sent AEW over, and like they had that all that sort of stuff, where Kenny Omega won the TNA World Championship. So, but for TNA to win a WWE Championship in their partnership and stuff, it would be very benefit for them as well. Moose and Obafemi is a match that everybody wants to see. There's a possibility that it ends in interference because of the new Revolution. They might interfere and stop the whole thing. Then later on down the line, we may get the match again. But there's a possibility that Moose gets help from the system, maybe. I don't really know what's going to happen. I would like Moose to win, but I don't see it happening. I think Obafemi is going to win because his championship reign at the moment is shockingly low. It's only 60-something days. That's not a very long reign, really. And he's such a big guy and had such a long reign with North American Championship. But you never know, because he had a long reign with the North American Championship, you never know, he might lose it because, you know, you can't always have long reigns, I guess. But yeah, I really don't know. It's 50-50. And then we got Julia and Stephanie. So this one's a hard one because Stephanie, I think one of them is injured. I think Julia's injured. I think Stephanie's going to win. Don't know why. I think Julia's the one that's injured. But, like, what could happen is Stephanie wins the whole thing, becomes double champ, and then later on down the line, when Julia's better, then that will probably be the match we'll get again, and I think Julia will win back the NXT Championship, but also will win the NXT North American Championship. So, yeah, I do want Julia to win the NXT North American Championship as well. But yeah, we'll have to see, guys, what will happen, because I think Stephanie's the reign is too short, but it's the same for Julia's, really. But then again, she might be the one that's injured. So that is all I can say for WWE NXT Roadblock.